What is up, ladies and gents? Today's video is a huge recap of everything you need to know to prepare for Siege Warfare and Throne of Liberty. To start off, the loot pool is 2.8 million Lucent and 21 million Solent rounding down. That is what the server is fighting over. To begin the siege, you need to teleport to Titan Reach Ruins waypoint, otherwise you will be forced teleported out of Stoneguard Castle once the siege begins. You don't want that to happen because bugs can happen and you can get locked out, so prepare and be there early. There is a significant amount of players that are getting together to push the castle. You are limited to 3 alliances, however, you can extend alliances by adding guilds to your watch list. Together with the right amount of teamwork using watched and alliance guilds, you can focus on hostile guilds highlighted in orange and ignoring purples and friendlies. Do your best to have a healer in your party and move as a group because you will die. And unlike before, there is a respawn timer. You respawn in waves of 30 seconds max. As I mentioned before, arrive early, because if you don't, you leave room for lag and disconnection. If this does happen, you may be subject to a queue timer to access getting back into the game to provide a stable gaming environment for everyone. That doesn't mean you won't be let back in, but it will take some time. Another point to understand as a defending team is that there is an exploit going around to get into the castle at point 8 to portal into the teleport and begin pillaging. I'm not sure how it's done, but it's there to be abused, so be wary if you are a defending team. Now for the video to begin. Siege consists of 4 points of capture at the beginning to help defend, or begin an offense. There are 2 types of golems, offensive and transport. You need to acquire these golems by taking over points 1 through 4 on the minimap. Once captured, I believe you can teleport there. Crucial information to note, only the guild leader, guild advisor, and guild guardians can capture the base, so plan in advance who will be your players in charge of capturing bases and actually give these roles out, because I was able to touch the base several times, but without the role, I could do nothing but just help kill in the area. These bases are extremely important because they help you acquire powerful golems with a ridiculous amount of HP. As you can see, the golem has 37 million health, so there's no way you can take one on. It's there to impede a defending or offensive team. Capturing it allows you to make plays to advance your decisions. They can either be used by the defending team to block gates that have been broken in, or just harass other players. An offending team can break down the gates of Stoneguard with a golem, so you need to adjust for the winning decisions. Make sure the offensive team does not capture the golems. As you can see, there's not much you can do from the inside the castle with the action happening outside until the break-in, but you can stop the push from up top once the golems get close. Transport golems can bring players closer to the castle and they can hook shot to fly to the top, so be wary of that. Once inside, if the team gets inside, there are pillage zones. In these zones, they are on a 5-minute timer. The timer allows you to get a piece of the Lucent loot. The best time to pillage is 10 seconds beforehand. And no, you can't cloak to capture it, but you can get invisible to get near it. I tried as an assassin to see what would happen if I touched a point, and it decloaked me immediately. However, I was able to get inside. It doesn't matter if you are detected, because once cloaked, you can't take any damage. My suggestion is have a tank surrounding the capturing player to CC everyone around the pillaging zone, so you can successfully capture. CC is huge. Even 3.5 seconds is enough time to capture the base, so a stun is a mega win here. Be mindful that it is a war and not everything will go smoothly. Allies will kill other allies. For our job, it was to maintain and protect the pillage zones and the respawn points outside the castle, and it's the inside alliance guild job to defend the pillage zones so accidents can happen. If you successfully pillage, which I couldn't test because our job as an alliance was to protect, then you can get a cut from a pillage attempt if you were successful after the siege is over. You don't have to win the siege, but you can win a pillage. Pillage attempts, again, like I mentioned, happened every 5 minutes, so catch it at the sub-minute mark, preferably 10 seconds left, and it will go crazy. At a certain point, you won't be able to loot anymore. Remember, siege isn't just one guild. It would be impossible if one guild or even 3 alliance guilds work together to hold a point. To give perspective, in this siege warfare, we had over 20 guilds with 60 members, each on average, participate in holding sections of the map. Once the hour is over, you get a successful reward distributed based on your pillage attempts, or your successful defense if you were the defensive guild. You have 1 hour to distribute the rewards to the alliance guilds. I'm not sure what happens if you don't, but distribute accordingly, because with politics, if you don't keep everyone happy, you may create more enemies than friends in the next siege, and the next siege may not run so smoothly. Don't think you can't distribute loot into guilds that weren't in the in-game alliance. As you can see, loot distribution is divided to the winning defending guild and the 3 alliance guilds. It's their job to take their cut of 146,000 and divide it further with other guilds that were used in the event. I'm sure Lucent will be lost because the trading will probably happen via auction house. but it's better than not receiving anything at all. If you enjoyed this video, drop the comment Khazar is #1 to throw in your support to beating hostile guilds that endorse botting in games to cheat their way to the top. The legit players won this time, and it was a fun experience being able to be a part of the massive Zerg Fest. As always guys, thanks for watching and stay blessed.